What's up, people, and welcome back to part 3 of my Pokemon card collection tour. And I stopped at the end of my fire Pokemon last time to lead into part 3 because I have this many Charizards, and like I said, it's cliche that it's my favorite Pokemon because it's everyone's favorite Pokemon. But I've loved Charizard since the first game that I ever played when I was a kid. It was my starter, and it led to me, having fire starters the whole way through. So I really like Charizard. That's all there is to it. I really like Charizard. So we'll spend a little more time on this. This will be shorter than my other parts, but this is Charizard time. We're gonna treat him with a little bit of respect, Here is the Cracked Ice Holo Charizard from Vivid Voltage, and this came with the Charizard theme deck. And this card is really good in the TCG. I do use him in my deck. I have a lot of copies of this card, and they're all in my fire deck that I use. But there's a beautiful Cracked Ice Charizard, and I think this isn't even Charizard. It's Charmeleon from the Expedition base set. Let me spit it out, good lord. But I love the art on this, and it's such a clean card. It came out of Chris's collection, and I did just post a picture of this and the Charmander that goes with it on my Pokemon Instagram, at Sir Charmeleon, named after Charmeleon, of course, the middle stage that doesn't get enough love. But I really like Charmeleon, and the art on this card is amazing. I really like it. But that's him. I think Charmander is probably next. He is. So there's the base set, or base expedition set, e-reader Charmander. And again, very clean from Chris's collection. Can't thank him enough for those. But this one can rap for you. I think I made that same stupid joke in the video where I went through that collection. But that's him in all his glory. It's very cool art for Charmander. Then we've got the base set Japanese Charmander. It's the only one that I have, and it came from Chris's collection as well. Chris really hooked me up with these, but he's a really pretty card. And of course, there's our OG back. I really like that one a lot. So, on to the next. We'll see another base set when we get through here, don't worry. But we're back into Vivid Voltage with the reverse rare, reverse holo Charizard. I was lucky enough to pull him twice, and people even went crazy about the reverse holo. So, I held on to the best looking one. I really like the fire design on this reverse holo. Again, great card in the TCG if you have a bunch of Leons in your deck. I wish this said Leon's Charizard, because I think that would make it a lot cooler. And I'm hoping they do more of that like trainer, gym leader stuff in the future. But that Royal Blaze attack is devastating. And then another Vivid Voltage Korean Charizard. So he's the in the Japanese and Korean counterparts to Vivid Voltage, the Holo Charizard that is in the theme deck in the States is just in the packs, and I was lucky enough to pull the Korean version of this Charizard. So if I just need the Japanese one, and I think I will have every different form of that specific Charizard. Then next we have this very recent Charmander promo from a Battle Styles Blister, and he goes, it's the same, just different art from the Vivid Voltage, has all the same moves. But I really like it kind of had the classic type of holo on it. So I could not pass up on this Charmander. Then we have, here is a reverse holo Charmander from XY Evolutions. And I just threw him in here because I didn't want to pass up on another form of the original art. And especially since I like XY Evolutions a lot. It's actually a master set. The only modern master set that I'm working on completing, just because... and it's ironic because it is the old art, but I really like the cards in it, and this Charmander reverse looks really pretty. So, of course I had to save it. Then we've got Charizard DX GX from Hidden Fates, but this is from the Battle Academy box. I used this in a deck for a while, but I retired him because the newer Charizards are just a little better. He costs a lot to use in the game, but that 300 Flare Blitz GX it's a humdinger if you hit it the right way. But I really like the art on this one. Maybe one day I'll actually get it from Hidden Fates so it doesn't have the number on it. from Battle Academy, but nonetheless, it's a cool card. And I do believe I have 2 of these. They're the same card because I pulled them both. They're from Black and White, I want to say. What year? 2013. So yeah. But I really like both of these, and I ended up having 2 of them. And they look a little different, of course. The coloration's always just a little different. It's funny when you hold 2 cards next to each other because of the different print runs. But these Charizards, it's such a cool art. It's almost like kind of a like abstract, like boxy art, maybe. I don't know, but I really like that. It'd make a cool picture on the wall. Those 2 Charizards are beautiful. I really like those. Let's see. I don't even remember what order these are in, so I'm excited to see what the next one is. Okay. Here's this Charizard from... Oh, I just looked it up today because I posted this on Instagram. Oh. Black and White Boundaries Crossed. Look at me. I remembered something. That's what this one's from. I really like this Charizard. Shout out to... I can't read that through the camera. The artist for this one, because I really like this Charizard art in particular. It's a very cool card. I don't see it pop up too much, but it does have the same... These 2, they're different arts, but they are the same moveset. So they're from the same generation, clearly. But very cool card. Next, we have... Oh, Charizard EX from the Power Trio 10 that I was talking about in my last video. That's a very, very cool Charizard. It kind of, again, it reminds me of the XY Evolutions Charizard EX. But it's really cool. He's stoked. Don't you see that? I like him a lot. And I think there's an art of him. Oh, this is a different one. But this is from Generations. Another Charizard EX with Flame Cloak and Burning Breath. Generations is a cool set. I'd love to get an ETB of Generations. I did not get one when they came out because I just didn't buy one and they were on the shelf, so I should have done that. But that's a really, really cool Charizard EX. You can see the back, they're the same. But I like this one a lot. All the Charizard EXs look a little bit the same. He's just breathing fire in different directions. Oh, here we go. Here is a promo, and I really, really like the art on this one, with Magmar chilling up there in the background. This came from a Charizard figure collection box, and I have the figure somewhere, and I just gotta find it, and I'm gonna kind of do a part of my collection where we go through that as well. But here is this Charizard EX, another poster-worthy card, definitely. But there's a lot with this is the full art, of course, and some of them have a few more fire Pokemon in the background, which is really cool. We've got another promo Charizard with Mega Ascension, where you can just straight up make him Mega, just like that. This came from one of the big card collections, and I have the big card, which is just the same one as this, but we'll get to see that when we go through my big cards. But that's a very, very cool Charizard. He's coming at you. It's a cool card. I even used it in the game, even though it's you can't use it because it's on the ban list now. But here's Charizard and Braixen from Remix Bout over here. I've pulled quite a few of these, but I really like this team up. I'd love the alternate art, the full art, the rainbow rare, but I don't get any of those. But I do really like this Charizard and Braixen. And again, it's great quality because it's the Japanese card, and it's got beautiful art, beautiful holo. Next. What do we have? Charizard V from Darkness Ablaze. Unfortunately, I don't have the VMAX, but this Charizard V is really cool. Looks like he is in a stadium because it's from Galar, of course. They do everything in the stadiums. But I really like this Charizard. I was very excited to pull him, and I want to use him in a deck so bad, but not really a point of using him if I don't have the VMAX. And if I had the VMAX, I'd definitely sleeve it up and put it in here. I just have to, hopefully they'll release like a deck or something that I can use. And then here's the Charizard V promo from the Champions Path Elite Trainer box. I know everybody really likes this card. I see it all the time. Everybody gets it graded. I don't know. I haven't gotten any of my cards graded. I say I never will, but you never know. There's some that I would like to make sure they're preserved, so I don't know, spill something on them one day. but this is such a cool card. And then there's, of course, this is the alternate art of the normal Charizard V, so he has the same moves. And then there's the shiny version of this, which I'm never gonna get because it's expensive, and I couldn't pull it from Hidden Fates either. But at least I have this one. It's really pretty, and I really like it. Then we have, here we go, my original base set Charmander that I pulled from a base set pack back in the day. Came straight out of my childhood big old binder, which just has a bunch of random stuff in it now, but it's the best one that I had, and I'm very happy to have it. It means, I don't know, just looking at the old art, it takes me back. Everybody misses those days, you know, and I remember just getting packs that had these in them after soccer games, or you know, just anytime I was at the store and had the chance to get some. Between this and Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm lucky that I got to pull these back, you know, when they were actually on the shelves. We have 2 Charizards left, and this one I recently got from a local store. This is a base set Charizard, but it's in German. Good old Glue Rock. And he's got 120 KP, but I couldn't pass up this when I saw it. I'm a sucker for the cards in different languages. I'd love a French Charizard if I could find one, but this is a beautiful example of a base set Charizard. And is this getting out of focus here? Focus on him. But he's good looking, and he's in really good condition as well. But it's German, so if you're German, ooh, focus. If you're German, you can read all of that right there. But it's a really nice card, and I'm lucky to have it because a lot of people have base set Charizards that they lost to time, or it's just really hard to get your hands on one of them now. And having a German one it's very different, so I think it's really cool, and I get to see and appreciate that old art. Now on to the last. Now I will say, I know I do have a base set Charizard, an English one, but it's in that dang binder I talk about all the time, and unfortunately I think that one's just gone. I'd love if it just turned up one day, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But here is one of my favorite Charizards, my Blaine's Charizard. I got this card. I did not pull this one from a pack. When I was in college, my first or second year of college, I went to an antique mall and I bought there used to be a guy that sold a bunch of Pokemon stuff, and he was really cool. And that's where I got a lot of my Team Rocket cards. And I got a box for $10, and I had this beauty in it. And man, it's a good looking card. It's one of the coolest Charizard arts out there, and it's Blaine's, which sounds like Bane's, so that's even more special to me. But I really, really like this Charizard. It means a lot to me. It's special to me. All of them are, but this one the most. And I feel lucky to have one, and I really like this one. There's not much else I can say about it except that it's an awesome card. So I'll sit, you know what, we'll sit him up here, and then we'll even sit old Glue Rock next to him, and then we'll focus those up. Come on, boys. There we go. Look at that. 2 beauties. So sorry that I made you wait. I kind of threw out my whole last video. I made it sound like I was going to do the fire stuff at the end, but it was getting pretty long, and I didn't want to push it too long. So if anybody really wanted to see Charizards, I didn't want them to miss out just because the video was too long. So if you haven't seen those, part 1 and part 2 are all my other the rest of the fire types, and then all the other types of cards from my collection. So that is all of my just like random single cards that I have. Everything else is in master sets, which I'm going to do in the next video. So thank you so much for watching. I'm really happy that I got to share these and show off my cards, because I really like these a lot. My Charizards mean a lot to me. Again, I know it's cliche. Charizard's been my favorite since I was a kid, so you know I can't change just because everybody likes Charizard. So thank you so much for watching. I mentioned it before. I have my Pokemon card Instagram at Charmeleon, where I share pictures of my cards every day. So if anything I get new, you'll probably see it there first before I talk about it, unless I pull it on here, which happens most of the time. But again, I've said it like 4 or 5 times now. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, leave it a like, especially for these 2 beautiful cards right here. And if you want to see more, subscribe. I've got more of my tour coming up, and then I'm getting back into my Fire Red Nuzlocke. I just took a little break for the people that want to see cards. I'm getting back into my Fire Red Nuzlocke. Then, of course, you'll see it every once in a while, some Apex Legends videos and just other games that I play through. And I'm going to dabble in some of my other things that I collect that I'm also very invested in. So thank you, and bye-bye.